would you say the sensation? I mean, how does it feel accelerating at that rate?
Words don't describe it.
That was good though.
Itchy scar, itchy scar. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you like the glasses. I've had a lot of comments on them. And
yeah, how crap they are.
I like them, so I'm wearing them today. I've driven a bit today, so anyway, we're here with an Audi TT.
To see the myth, the legend.
It's the man himself. It's Arthur. If you don't know about this car, just have a look. Go on YouTube, type in Arthur and TT. That is all you'll need to do.
Or Arthur and Golf R.
Golf R as well, yeah.
Arthur and BMW.
But what he's most known for is this car. So it looks... I would say so.
He's known for every car.
It looks like a factory TT, which is what I absolutely love about this car. Even when we opened the hood, I was like, all right, well, it doesn't look anything special. It's a bit of an exclusive because this is producing, I think, another 200 horsepower more than the last video that was shot with this car. So this is an absolute weapon. And it's for sale, but we're going to talk about that more later on. So this is producing, on race gas, 1400 horsepower, and it's only a 2.5 litre engine. What the hell is going on? Technology has allowed us to make that much power out of a 2.5 litre engine. So anyway, we're going to go through the spec in a minute. I think it's going to be mental. Let's have a look at this.
I'm ready.
You're rolling now?
There's the legend. Look.
The gentleman himself. Arthur, thank you so much for having us today.
It's been a pleasure.
Well, you know, you've taken time out to have us. Now, this is one of those cars where we're going to have a quick walk around and talk about the car for a few minutes. But I'm almost humbled by what you've decided to do with the car in terms of making it as factory appearing as possible. So it has the performance that it does, which outshines supercars, you know, and I think if we're able to just have a quick walk and talk around the car, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Should we have a look under the bonnet first?
So Arthur, just to pre-warn you, Arthur's got a bit of paper. That is everything. It's the spec list of this car. So
my memory is failing. So I've written a lot of bits and pieces down to remember.
There you go.
I haven't put the prices. I didn't.
Don't worry about.
I wouldn't worry about that.
There would be too many zeros.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. It's quite a long list. The list actually, while Arthur opens the bonnet, the list isn't, considering the power it makes, the list isn't as comprehensive. Surprisingly, is not as comprehensive as what I thought it was going to be.
But it has got like a Bugatti Veyron part on it.
It's got two Bugatti brushless Veyron fuel pumps. But there's a few bits, but it's making 3 times the power, more than 3 times the power it should have made. And there's half a sheet of A4 of stuff that's enabled it to do that. So, I mean, there it is. There's the artwork itself. Forge have obviously had a lot of involvement in what's going on here.
The thing is, when I took over the car, which was a couple of years ago, it looked quite different underneath the bonnet. There was a lot of original stuff.
Yeah.
Since then, slowly bits have been slung out.
Yeah.
Stronger bits have been put in its place. because we've had a lot of troubles with power breakages.
I can imagine, yeah.
And it's now got to this stage where most things that are critical are being handmade.
Yeah.
Like all of the intake that you see over the back there, with that wonderful expensive wrappings.
Yeah. It is a work of art, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It absolutely is. You can't, unfortunately, see the turbo because it's down below.
Woe betide the next guy that has to remove that turbocharger, because it is buried down the back there.
You have to move the engine. There's no messing around.
Yeah.
Got to move the engine.
But it looks surprisingly, when it's producing, let's remember, it's producing twice what a Lamborghini Aventador does, typically. I mean, that is, alone, that's a feat in itself. But it doesn't look wildly different from factory. You've got some heat wrap over the back on the exhaust and an aftermarket intake. Apart from that, it's not wildly different.
No, I mean, a lot of the secret here is power to weight. The reason why we achieve this miracle of 100 to 200 kilometers per hour in under 3 seconds. It was in the
Have a look at how fast that actually is. 2.9 seconds from 100 to 200 kilometers an hour is mind-bogglingly fast. That's like, yeah.
You know, I'd like those that are viewing this just to Google how many cars can actually get their car into the 2 second
Unbelievable
range, and it's very difficult, I can assure you.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I bet it costs a lot.
What would you say the sensation? I mean, how does it feel accelerating at that rate? I mean,
words don't describe it.
I can imagine.
I mean, you have to wear bicycle clips.
Yeah. Hold on.
And hold on, because it is quite scary. My son gets a thrill at driving this.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And it's when you're not driving. When you're driving, somehow you're concentrating on a lot of things. But when you're in a passenger seat and someone else is driving, you think, bloody hell, we're travelling very fast.
Yeah. Well, let's remember, when you do 100 to 200, you're already travelling very fast, and to feel that sense of it, I mean, look next to us is a GSXR parked next to us here. This is stuff like this makes stuff like that slow, and that is saying something, isn't it? I mean, that's such an achievement. The parts that you've chosen now, Storm Developments have had a lot of involvement with this. I understand, and you've got a lot. You know, it comes well recommended from what I hear.
Absolutely, the man seems to be a genius. Whenever there's been problems, we go back and say, look, why is it doing this?
Yeah.
Oh well, he'll say, and we've got a lead just inside the dash, which he pulls out and plugs into his computer, and he fiddles around, and the car magically is
it
working.
Fixes itself.
Yes.
It's got the spec list, as we were discussing, is comprehensive. But it's not extensive, is it? I mean, you know, there's maybe 25, 30 items on there.
You say that, but look, a lot's been done to the engine. All the pistons, con rods. Then you've got the gearbox. The gearbox and the clutch plates. It took ages before we found a place who could sell us clutch plates that would actually
cope with the power.
Yes.
Yeah.
Came from Russia.
Russia of all places.
Who said that?
Yeah. Who knew?
And it's got both the diffs were replaced.
Yeah.
Because they weren't holding on full power. And it just goes on. As you said, the Bugatti Veyron. We've got 2 hubs.
Yeah, just in case.
Well, it's a very thirsty engine when you got your foot down.
I can imagine. Yeah.
You better have your wallet, Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Cyvex.
Yeah.
We've got the latest Series 7 Cyvex.
Cyvex, if you don't know, Cyvex is probably a world-leading engine management system. I mean, it's got so many fail-safes. I think you can program traction control into it.
Absolutely.
And, like an infinite number of different combinations.
And it reads your mind, doesn't it?
Well, apparently so. Yeah, you want to do the lottery after that.
I've got simple things like the Aquamis meth induction system.
Yeah.
Brakes are boring. I won't go on the brakes. We've got some wheels, lightweight Nürburgrings. Suspension. Now, these people, Bilstein, they were very good to us. They gave us their B16 coil overs, which was made specifically for our car. Thank you, Bilstein.
Why don't we get stuff like that?
I know. We're not going fast enough.
Yeah, we're not going fast enough, that's it.
Overall, it doesn't look wildly different to a standard. I think what I wanted to point out more is the interior. If we can come and have a look at the interior quickly, because the interior is perhaps not the most interesting point, but at the same time it is the most interesting point, because apart from the seats, if you have a look in the door,
it's got some nice Recaros.
It's got lovely Recaro seats.
But everything works. The dash works, all the readouts work. In this hot weather, I can put on the cooling, the AC.
It's still just a normal car.
I know, and that's the magic of this car. Because, like I always say, making power these days, technology has allowed us to create that sort of power out of such a small capacity. But inside, there isn't. It's not like saturated with gauges and different lines and plugs and switches. It looks like a standard TT with aftermarket seats.
It's even more mind-boggling because this is a 2011 car.
Oh really? So she's not as late as what I thought, right?
All of this is 2011.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's the only 2011 bits.
Well, yeah. Everything else.
All the shell is 2011. Everything else, suspension, everything under the engine, under the bonnet, in the engine compartment is all absolutely new. Probably less than a year old.
Yeah. We're talking more about the spec of the car, and normally I'd point out things like, oh, have you seen this, and look at that, but
it's subtle. It's a subtle animal, isn't it?
So subtle, and it's easily the most powerful car we've had on the channel, and it's probably the most subtle at the same time. Magic, absolutely magic. Well, anyway, so we've had a look around it. I think we need to go for a drive.
Thank you, Arthur. But
my pleasure.
It's being passed over from Arthur to someone else we know.
There's a gentleman over there who's a professional track driver, so he's going to take us out in it today, and we're going to have a drive and see exactly what a DSG 1400 horsepower Audi TT that's approximately the size of a shoebox is going to go like. Check this out. He's going to be the gentleman, he's going to be our pilot today, and we're in this. 1400 horsepower. Solid.
Not there yet.
No. It felt, apart from the noise, it feels so like gentle, doesn't it? And so compliant. There's no knocks or rattles. Oh yeah, that 5-cylinder sounds so good. Oh my god! Shit! Whoa! Fucking hell! You played that down. Oh my god! My arse came out of the seat. I think I was travelling up the seat. Oh my god, I locked my elbow. Oh my god. That is so seamless, isn't it? Jesus.
Misfiring.
Oh, she's got a misfire.
Burn the plug out.
There you have it, ladies and gents. That's high power for you.
Nah, plug's gone.
Has he got spares, do you know?
Nah.
We'll be back. Welcome back, you lovely people. We're in the slightly tuned Audi TT once again. We had to stop a bit. This is the second time we've run the video. We were so desperate to come back to it because I really wanted to. I can't turn it on.
There you go.
But I was so desperate to come back and see this car again because of what it is, because it's so special. But we got a second go at it now, and I got a little bit of an experience last time, but hopefully now I'll get to have another experience of it. Actually, it was just me being like selfish. I want enough going.
Are you going to scream?
Well, I'm going to try and hold it off. I'm going to try and hold it off this time. And at the moment, it's on low boost, is it? You say?
Yeah, I'm going to run it on low boost.
This sounds so good, doesn't it? So it's had a little bit of a fix.
Yes.
It's back together again.
Yes.
And you've driven it a couple of times.
Yeah.
And actually, the car's for sale, isn't it?
Yeah.
From what you were saying.
Yeah.
I won't quote a price because I don't actually know what price that is. But if you're interested in buying a 1400 horsepower Audi TT, then
Speak to Arthur.
speak to Arthur or come in contact with us at come in contact with us at Motor Addicts, or speak to Paul at BMR, or well, someone can put you in touch with me anyway. I've got Evil GT on the mind. You can have that, boys, because we're going away from next weekend, obviously. So looking forward to it. It feels like it'd do 200 miles an hour, like, and no problem.
Well, there's been sort of theories with the gear ratios and stuff, and what it could rev out to, and a sort of figure I've thrown out there. Don't know if it's true.
Theoretically,
it's about 230 miles.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
But it should definitely top 200.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I'd want to be in a car this small doing 200 miles an hour with no roll cage, but
Yeah, I would need a roll cage, I think.
Yeah. I forgot how fast that was. That's so good. Now that's a low boost as well.
Yeah, that wasn't even. That wasn't my foot down either. Yeah.
Was it not? I'm trying to put off. I'm like, yeah, but I really want this car. I don't need another car, but if I had that sort of money, just lying around, you know, if you got that sort of money lying around, it's less than 100 grand, but more than 50 grand.
Yes.
So I'm not going to name any figures, but fighting with itself a little bit. Oh mate, Jesus. Oh, I've been in some fast stuff, and it's very rare. It's very rare that I go in stuff that's four-wheel drive that I think, oh, this feels a bit sketchy.
Yeah.
You need a lot of power in a four-wheel drive car for it to feel a bit like.
When we done it before, it was relatively all right. So might be just down to the tyre pressure's a bit low.
Maybe,
or something.
yeah. Oh man. That was. I don't know if you could ever get bored of that.
No.
I would just drive it like a twat everywhere. How would you not? Like, not everywhere. I don't drive that badly. In Mexico. It really gets up as well. There's not low
Don't
down.
really get going to about 5.
I was gonna say, yeah, low down. There isn't bags of torque. Like, it's not shoving you in the seat at like 2,000 RPM.
No.
But higher up, it's just like cars this fast should feel like race cars. You know, like all the noise and everything that goes with it.
Because I've never been out in something this quick.
Right. What's the quickest car you've ever been in?
It's all track stuff.
Right, okay.
So I've not been like straight line stuff. I've driven Owens Nova, but not to the extent.
Right, okay.
It's a lot of noise though.
Yeah, no.
take my glasses off of this. I don't want to see if I'm going to die. So, yeah, I just don't want to witness myself dying. I'd rather be all a blur. Right, I am bracing myself. Once you're back, you can't get out. I thought I'd try and get out of the seat, but I'm not moving. No. Mate. Wow. I still wouldn't buy one. I still wouldn't buy one. It's a lot of... Yeah, you've got... That needs to shut up and all, doesn't it?
Change down's wicked, isn't it?
Bloody hell. Oh, I'm going to try and get out. If you do that again, I'm going to try and get out of it. Why would Arthur, a man of 80 years old, want to drive a car like this?
Because he's mad.
How the...
Just puts a smile on my face. Every time I do that, I'm just grinning.
You didn't put a smile on my face, I was just trying to get forward. That is... Right, okay. Well, there you go. That is a bonkers 1400 horsepower. Oh, well, cheers, Paul, mate. Yeah, I'm off.
Bye! Hope you enjoyed.
Fucking hell. Well, there you go. That is a car that was running how much today?
About 950-ish.
Okay, so 950 horsepower, because it's not on race fuel, it's not on anything like that, and it's on low boost.
Low boost, for the record, is still 2 bar.
Yeah,
so.
but I've got to say, as you asked me when I got out of the car, what does it feel like? It feels like when you're taking off in an aeroplane. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. That's the fastest car I've ever been in. So that's it's probably not, I don't know if it's the fastest you've been in.
It's up there. It's as I said last time. It's so well built. It almost feels like it doesn't feel like a race car to be in. It feels like a normal car until it wakes up, and then you're like, holy shit. This is like, it's frightening.
I tried
quick.
pulling myself out of the seat and I couldn't do it. I was like,
it's just an amazing built car. It goes as well as the numbers say it does, and it's fantastic. A quality piece of engineering. There's probably a lot of sponsors for the car and a lot of pieces that are on there that we can't quote. I mean, it's been had so much done to it. We can't quote all the manufacturers.
I wouldn't want to go out in it again. But other than that, we got to say thanks to Paul for driving it. Paul. Arthur, for an 80-year-old man, sir, you are absolutely bonkers. Thank you very much for that.
We're humbled by that, aren't we?
Yeah. But yeah, he ain't right still, is it?
No.
That's it. Anyway, wrap it up. I'm off.
There we go. If you like what you saw today, what we want to do is more of this stuff. If you like what you saw today, please like, share, subscribe. And if you know someone that's got something like this, that's got the wrong engine in it, that's fast, that's a bit wild, please get in touch with us, let us know, because we want to see it and we want to show everyone else. So like, share, subscribe, hit the bell where you can. That's your lot.
Driving on the road like I'm the only one. Shooting to the green, I talk a hole in one. Bible on the dash, stay with the holy wine. I know I put in work, they didn't notice none. Switch gears, clubhouse, took me 6 years, marble floors, gold trim, feel like I'm Richie Rich, Italian.